Morning, everyone. How are you guys doing? GoodWood is the theme today. It's early in the morning, but it's okay because I've got Oreos. I don't know how that makes it okay in any way. Long story short, we've come to a petrol station somewhere in the middle of England. I'm not entirely sure where. I'm terrible with my UK geography because we are going to GoodWood for an event called 74mm. But there are going to be some crazy cars. So we had a few friends going up to the event as well. So we figured, why not convoy up? So we've all met at a petrol station, so we've come in the FF, and then obviously here, this is a famous F12, that's Mr. JWW's F12, which looks very nice with the dark red colour, black rims, and cream interior, lovely. And we've also got a matching pair of GT3 RS's, Ultimate Road Trips TV, I think their Instagram is. It's really interesting having these two next to each other and comparing the slight differences in spec. One's got ceramic brakes, one hasn't. One's got the translucent lights or whatever you call them, and one's got the normal ones. But yeah, anyways, having two RS's is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure they just literally, while we were waiting here, devalved the cars. And we're supposed to have two other friends who are coming. Oh, and there's also a cheeky F-Type R there. But there are supposed to be two other friends coming, but we think they may be lost. So yeah, we're gonna head up from here, about an hour's convoy up to GoodWood, and then it's time for this event, which I'm very excited about. Apparently it's also quite cold over there, so I've got about 15 layers on, so hopefully it should be okay. Comparing stock RS against the one we just pulled the valve plug off. I wish I'd showed you the first one, but I missed that. But anyways, it's not that different, but there's a small difference. A lovely looking 12C has now joined us as well. Very cool. Loving this colour. I believe this is McLaren orange. Do you know if this is McLaren orange?
McLaren orange. It's the McLaren and it's orange. It probably
okay.
Is, yeah.
And here's Archie in the AC. Everyone filming.
Okay, everyone's there.
We've set off. I'm in the back of the car. However, it is good because I can now show you what we can see behind. Obviously, when I decide to point the camera at the cars behind, they all line up so you can only see one. So that's brilliant. At GoodWood then, I've started to dig into my Oreos. Someone's talking, so there's probably something going on. I think there's some Porsche 917s that are about to go around the track. They look pretty menacing and are worth an absolute fortune. This is Mr. Sam Moores preparing his cameras while I eat my Oreos. Now that we're in GoodWood, I thought I would show you some of the cars that are lying around. It's pretty spectacular. So it is mostly all old stuff, but there is some modern stuff as well. So I thought I would just kick it off and just show you what's right in front of me here. These are the ones you just saw on the track. Porsche 917s. So I'm not going to pretend like I'm an expert. I know they're 917s. I know obviously that they used to race, and I know that they are extremely expensive. Seeing this many in a line is just unreal. My personal favorites. In the Golf colours, it's just cool. We then just got some demo cars. These won't be out on track, I don't think. And then some Ferrari 512s, which were also just out on track. I think you guys saw. And also insanely special. I like this one on the end, in yellow. It looks very nice. And I can't describe how big these cars are, how long, and also how loud. They are amazing. And then we've got some Lolas. Some Lolas which are a lot smaller, but also just so down low to the ground. And they all look quite similar. I mean, obviously, from not a trained eye's point of view, but they do look amazing. I'm not too sure what the plan is. We walked in and were handed these, but as I'm telling you this, I've just noticed that I am walking past some Ford GT40s, which are worth a bloody fortune each. Look at this. It's not like there's only one, or two, or three. There's freaking like 30, 40 odd. All in different specs. I'm assuming that one won something. All in, oh, this one's nice. This blue one. That's the one. Okay, we've now got to run over to meet some people. Trust me, to come to a classic car event and find the modern hypercar. Anyways, here's a Koenigsegg CCX, I think. Yeah, CCX. Very nice, actually. Cool interior. Yeah, come see all these old cars. Walk past the Koenigsegg, and I was like, I need to film that. I can also see what looks like a DB5. Here's the DB5, which you probably saw one as well when I went to see Archie's house. There was one basically exactly the same, just with the red interior. This has a black interior, or very dark blue it looks like, it may well be. And then there's a 73 RS as well, Carrera RS, which brings back lots of memories from the one I have at home, the toy noise car. So that's pretty special. And this ultraviolet, which we were just saying, we think it looks better on this car than it does on the modern cars. So yeah, 2.7 RS, very nice with the DB5. Anyways, I'm going to go back onto the other side. So I think the others said they were in here. I found them!
Alright.
Something pretty loud is happening. Alex is here. Hello! Not sure how, but somehow we wiggled our way onto basically the start line.
Starting line, yeah.
Yeah, look, we are literally with the cars right now on the start line. This is madness.
It is.
Look at this. Pure madness. Well, that was pretty incredible. We walked onto the start line and then
we just had a quick talk with Lord March.
yeah, casually. We didn't really know what was going on. All of a sudden, they're
talk with Lord
like, here's Lord March. You guys meet Lord, and we were just like,
Actually, you can see him in the back if you put it well. Maybe.
yeah, I think so, somewhere there. Anyways, but that was pretty incredible. Clearly, people think we're more important than we are because somehow we've ended up with like prime positions. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, go figure. How are two young chaps that carry cameras around allowed here? This is our current view, which is brilliant because I can get good shots, but then I can do this, and there's that artsy like flower in the foreground shot. I know. You should. I can teach you if you want. I'm free on Tuesdays. I can give you lessons from.
Nice lessons, I hope.
Yeah. we just did a few videos for some people here at GoodWood. It's hard to talk, so we just filmed those now, and now we're going to what's called the Great Hall, which is very school Harry Potter-like, to get some food. I'm starving, so this is exciting. Welcome to the Great Hall, everyone. Basically, like being in something out of Harry Potter. You got houses with their like emblems and these long tables. We had a lovely lunch in Hogwarts, which was brilliant, and now we don't really know what we're doing. We're walking around trying to explore. There seems to be a hill with people on it, which is usually a good sign. What are they? Why are they all looking this way? Oh, there's a screen. We're on this sort of the last corner chicane type thing. Very nice. I've just also noticed that we're vlogging and there's a bunch of people behind us looking at us like, why are those guys filming themselves? So that's happening.
In the middle of the front room. Sorry, theater. There's a red.
Departing GoodWood now. The others have already left to go to a pub, and we stayed to try and film that last race you just saw, but it got red flagged. So I am now in the car editing, because tonight I am heading up to Hethel in the Lotus. Which is a fairly long drive, so I want to get my editing done as soon as I can so that I don't need to do that when I arrive at the hotel tonight. But yeah, we are leaving now. It's clouded over again. It was a bit sunny, but hopefully it's not going to be too long now till we get back to London. I can pick my car up and then head up to Hethel. We've arrived at the pub. Got to take this stuff off. Still doing my editing, but I need to show you this lineup. All of these cars are the cars we convoyed with, apart from the 8C, which should be there, which is missing. But yeah, everyone's just in the pub. We're all gonna go in, have a little like glass of water, and then hit the road back towards London. But they do look very nice parked up here. We are heading home now, back in the car. Speed camo. Okay. Just casual. And again, clearly they do not want me to be filming this outro. Oh god, bloody hell. Yeah, we're heading home, back into London. I am still editing in the back of the car. But yeah, very cool day. The amount of just insanely special cars we saw is just out of this world. So yeah, 74mm, insane event. Definitely gonna try and come back next year. So yeah, brilliant. Okay, I'm now heading back to London, and I'm going to be driving up to Hethel tonight. But I'm probably not going to film that because it's going to be sort of a last minute cruise up. But tomorrow, so probably tomorrow's video, I'm hoping if I can edit it, will be my first day up with Lotus and Hethel. Very exciting stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you aren't already, to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. This is stunning.
So this did Le Mans in...
Oh, this one actually did Le Mans, okay.
Yeah, in 97 Le Mans.
97, when I was 1 year old. Yeah.
I've done so.
Yeah. Oh my god. Look at all that car.
So you clearly weren't the driver.
No. No, I was not driving this car. It's stunning.
All the switches that you